What's going on, guys? In today's project, we're talking about a really well-loved pair of Loake Roehampton boots. Now, as always, the Loake repair department have completely refused to repair these for the customer. So as a last resort, he's brought them into me. We're going to strip these guys completely apart and rebuild them back up to their former glory. So guys, join us today for the full Loake rebuild. So now it's time for the breakdown process on these Loake boots. I'm going to strip all these old soles and heels off, right down to the insides. Going to take a look at what's going on in there, make sure that everyone's structurally sound and secure, and then we'll get these guys rebuilt back up to their former glory. So join us today for this full Loake Roehampton rebuild. Now I like to snip the ends of these nails off so that when we're grinding the stitches down on the machine, we're not creating a huge amount of sparks. That could be a fire hazard, especially with the dust that's on the machines. So we always do these for some preventive measures going forward. So now we're going to take the sole and we're going to sand all these old stitches and break them on the machine. So now all our stitches are broken, we can just peel this sole back. So that's our shoes completely stripped, removed all the materials we need to remove from them. So let's take a look at what's going on the inside here. So first look on the inside, footbed, no issues at all. Everything's structurally sound, safe and secure with that. Our welts, they're all the same, no issues going ahead, except at the toe area here, we've got a little bit of the gamming, which is actually ripped away. Now this has happened on both shoes, as you can see from this one as well. It's a little bit worse. What we're going to do to repair that is put an extra piece of gamming in here, and we're just going to run a few stitches through the welt and through that new gamming piece. That will just make it even more secure. So that's the glues dried on our boots and on our soles. So we're just going to pop our new day-night sole into the flash heater here. This is going to reactivate the glues, get them nice and tacky, and get these attached to the boots. Drink Iron Brew. It's the best Scottish drink ever. So we're going to use what's called a groover tool to create a channel that goes around the sole here. That's going to allow the stitches to lie in. It's also going to give us a good guide to get the stitcher foot in so that we can get a good clean stitch all around the shoe. So now it's time to get these soles stitched on. So we're going for a brown top and bottom thread as the customer's request, plus it's what was on originally, so we're just going to replicate that. So now it's time for the heel block stage. Instead of using the fiberboard heel blocks that will come with the Loakes, I'm going to be using a nice stacked leather heel block. Then we've got our day-night top lift that's going on as well. So if we attach these at the moment, the way they are, we're going to have quite a bit of a rock going on. So this is going to mess with the pitch of the shoe. All the balance is way off. That's going to cause quite a bit of discomfort to the wearer. So what we're going to be doing with that is just taking the block and sanding it in certain areas just to make it fit better. So now for the last steps, we're just going to put a little bit of conditioner cream into these. We're going to be using the Saphir Universal Cream. It's probably my favourite product, just to add some extra conditioning into these boots. Alright guys, so that's completely done with this week's project. Another Loake refusal means another successful win for Cobbler G. We stripped these guys apart, got rid of all those old nasty looking soles, replaced them with the day nights, and got them looking super fresh. So as always guys, drop me a comment below and let me know what you think about the finished results, and I'm sure we'll catch you guys in next week's video. I'm almost at 100k.